Impeaching Donald Trump is not the answer. Impeachment in general is not the answer, and here's why. Let's assume that you did manage to impeach Trump. Who's going to take his place? J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance is owned by the oligarchs. He is the front man for the oligarchy. He believes that he is a true believer and wants to change how this country is governed. He does not believe in the Constitution. He wants a dictatorship by corporations. So let's say we impeach J.D. Vance then. Who does that give us? It gives us Mike Johnson. Mike Johnson, a Christo-fascist who would instill a proper state religion for everybody. Mike Johnson, who is somewhat overly concerned with gay people, and I don't know why. So let's say we get rid of Trump, and then we get rid of Vance, and then we get rid of Johnson. That's a hell of a lot of work for the Congress, who generally can't agree on what time of day it is. But let's say they do manage to do that. Who does that leave you with? That leaves you with Chuck Grassley. Chuck Grassley, 90-some years old, Chuck Grassley, as President of the United States. We want to talk about how Biden was incompetent or how Trump was incompetent? My God, Grassley's been there since before, well, hell, there was grass. So let's say impeachment's not the answer. Now, to be honest, impeachment is literally controlled by 25 people. Assuming that all the Democrats voted to throw these guys out every time, right now, given the way the House is structured, the number of Republicans versus Democrats, say five Republicans would have to cross over. And in the Senate, let's say all the Democrats vote, so maximum, let's say 20 Republicans cross over. But that's not going to happen because those guys are basically concerned about lining their pockets. They agree with Trump's policies. They agree with Johnson and with Vance. Some of them really do want to destroy the country. Some of them are just out to instill a religion. And some of them are just there to line their pockets. I know my particular state or congressman, Andy Barr, he's the greediest bastard I've ever seen. And that's what his purpose is. He doesn't have any moral conviction. He's not a Christo-fascist. And he's not a corporate zealot. But he will be if you give him enough money. And that's the problem. The problem is 25 people have no morals. They would rather put party, put their own pocketbook, put their own position of power ahead of what is right for the country. And they will continue to do that. So impeachment in general is not the answer. It will not be, it will not work. Now, I know that if the House flips to Democratic in the midterm elections, that the Democrats will probably press impeachment, and we will go through the charade of it going to the Senate, where it will not come up with 60 votes. But it's just an exercise, people. So we need to look at longer term. You need to look at your local senators and your local congressmen. Are these guys actually doing the job, or are they just there getting rich and pushing an agenda that you hate and it is not for you? That's what you need to focus on, and not impeachment.